welcome to Hits and Giggles. There's 150 of you, make a bit more noise than that, come on. A lot of people downstairs, not too much noise if you wouldn't mind, that's great, thank you. How is everybody okay?
Yes.
Good, this side? Back? Front? Women? Men?
Yeah.
Men that used to be women? Women that used to be men? Men that used to be women and now got to men? I'll talk to you later. This is Hits and Giggles. Thank you very much indeed for coming. This is a big audience, so thank you very much indeed. What's going to happen tonight is there's going to be some comedy.
Yes!
If I stop talking, you need to do something. That's pretty much rule one, okay? There'll be some comedy, there'll be some laughs, there'll be some music as well. Who's come for music? Good luck, boys, good luck. Who's come for comedy? Who's come for having a drink? Who's come for sex with a compare? Thank you, sir, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna have a bit of comedy. We're gonna have a couple of musicians on. Tonight's evening is all for charity, which is lovely. So give yourselves a round of applause for coming this evening. It's fantastic. My girlfriend says she wants to have sex with a morbidly obese Tom Cruise. Missionary impossible. My doctor I could do this all night. My doctor advises I should reduce the amount of seasoning I put in food. I take his advice with a pinch of salt. Oh, come on. And my favourite one. Last time I took some paracetamol, I heard half the population in Spain, in Madrid, drop dead. Then I realised I'd taken some Spain killers. Good night, everybody. See you later. Thanks for coming. That's a one. Right, okay. I'm going to do a couple of proper jokes, and then we'll get some musician on first, if that's okay. So, can we make some noise? Can somebody heckle me, for God's sake? Heckle!
Rapist!
What? Rapist?
I'm saying what I see.
It's a mirror. There's a mirror. Okay, a couple of statistics before I do leave you. The first one is, if you're ever in London, you're no more than 6 feet away from a rat at any one time. Amazing statistic that is, isn't it? And that statistic also works if you substitute the word rat for the word sugar babe. Well, that's... And moving on, moving on with this one. This one will tickle your fancy. It's a fantastic statistic that I heard the other day, which is that there's a chance of 1 in 20 that you live next door to a convicted sex offender. 1 in 20, unbelievable. I know that I'm not part of that statistic because I live close to neighbours with 2 stunning 12-year-olds, so that's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. Should we get the first act on for this evening? I was thinking it inside as well. Okay, so put your glasses down and your hands together. Let's get ready for the first act of the evening. It's a musician with 2 hands. Where are you ready? Where's Layton? Come on down. Nothing like professionalism, is there? You ready, or shall I fill some time drinking?
That's a comedy now.
That's the joke. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome to the stage. In a bit, when he's ready.
Tell us one more.
One more, yeah? My dad. I picked too soon, haven't I? I picked too soon with those jokes. Unbelievable. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay. Please welcome to the stage, put your hands together, the fantastic Mr. Leighton Cawthorne. Matt Tongue, everybody, come on, give it up. Give it up. Wow, what a man. What a man. Look at him walk. Look at him walk. Good, isn't he? It's good. Is everybody okay? Is everybody having a good time? Yes! Do you know how much money we've raised for children? I don't know. No idea. Do you want to hear some comedy, some more comedy? That'll be alright? Yeah? What is this? What is this? Okay, let's do some jokes. Can you help me with this? Thanks. Does anybody, who went to school? Who went to school? A song. One person went to school in this audience. My favourite time at school was art. Art was always my favourite subject at school. Was one particular week where you got to draw the nude model. The nude model came in, you got to draw him. Fantastic times. We had this one bloke who came in. He was a Jewish bloke, quite well endowed. So well endowed, in fact, that I ran out of purple crayon. I had to use a yellow in the end, which made it look like he had hepatitis. Not ideal. As a child, all I wanted for Christmas was a scale electric set. That's all I wanted really for Christmas. I remember Christmas Day, Christmas morning, I ran downstairs, and there was a big present that said, "To James, all my love from Santa Claus." What a wonderful time. And I thought this was it, the scale electrics that I'd always wanted. And I opened it up, my mum and dad were there. Far from being a scale electric set, what it was a human severed leg. Bit weird. So I said to my dad, "What's this? What's this?" He said, "Don't worry, son, it's not your main present, that's just a stocking filler." One person clapping to themselves, thank you very much. Not so good after sex. Thank you. I do live in Nottingham.
Derby sucks!
Yeah, I do live in Nottingham, and I saw one of those big charity stands in the square the other day on a Saturday, and there's a big giant picture of a bear, and he was covered in cuts and bruises, and he was shackled together, and there was a big sign above it that said that this bear works in British circuses. And I couldn't believe my eyes, so I went over to the bloke. I said, "Is this really true?" And he said, "Yes, it is." I said, "In that case, can I have 2 adults and a child, please, mate? That's fantastic. Thank you very much indeed." That's good. Should we do a joke about paedophilia? Is that too early?
It's never too late.
Thumbs up or thumbs down? Just do it, okay, fine. A lot of people will say, this is especially in the media, you kind of didn't hear about this subject kind of 30 or 40 years ago, but now it's kind of up to, you see it all the time. And you say to anybody, what's your kind of view on paedophiles? And your obvious answer is that they should be locked up, they should have their balls cut off, they should be killed, that kind of thing. But the issue is the fact that paedophilia is an illness, and like any illness, it needs to be, you need to find a cure. And so in the same way that heroin addicts use methadone to try and get off drugs, why can't you try and, encourage paedophiles to get off child sex by, I don't know, making them watch dwarf porn, for example? Maybe not, maybe not.
It works.
It did work. Lady in the front row, how are you? You well? What is your favourite word for penis? What? Cock. Good one. It's a good one. My favourite term for penis is the word cunt spear. Now it's not a word that's used too often. It certainly isn't a word that should be used when visiting your girlfriend's parents. But when it's worth 36 points on a triple word score in Scrabble, what choice do you have, ladies and gentlemen? What choice do you have? A little tip for the boys in the audience. Give me a shout if you're a male man. Thanks. A little tip for the boys. If you want your semen to taste nice, I read this in a magazine. I saw a big article in the magazine. If you want your semen to taste nice, eat a lot of pineapple. That's the thing to do. Now, when I read that in a magazine, 2 things kind of struck at me when I read that. First thing was, how the hell did you find that out, first of all? And the second thing, after reading that in the magazine, was, that's one hell of a marketing strategy from Del Monte, isn't it? I still bought it. Now my dad is a wonderful man, but my dad, he hates the 100 metres. My mum, she hates the hurdles, whereas my sister, she can't stand the steeplechase. Still, that's my family for you. Racists. Racists. I'm going to leave you now. Does anybody get one of those jokey forms that we filled in? Can we all get one? Okay, well if you can fill those in, that will be absolutely lovely. We're going to have a break now for about 10 or 15 minutes, and I'll come and pick them up, and we'll read out about 10 or 15 of them, and the winner, whoever gets the biggest laugh, will get a bottle of wine. So thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you again in about 10 minutes or so. Charles? Can I just ask before we read out some jokes, who is DJ and Kate? They wrote some jokes, put down their names as DJ and Kate. Massively racist, that's all I'm saying.
Are you Kate? Or DJ? Or fucking both? You got the same writings.
So we're going to welcome back, thanks very much. What we're going to do is we're going to read out some jokes. These have obviously been put to ourselves by you guys. So the one with the biggest laugh is going to win, and we'll give out a bottle of wine. So we've had to vet them because some of them aren't overly suitable for tonight's audience. So we're going to read out a few and laugh along, and as I say, the winner will receive a bottle of wine. So there, here we go.
This is from Dan Edwards. My friend's... Oh, give him a chance. My friend's mum put on her Facebook status, all I want for Christmas, so I wrote a time machine and a coat hanger. Yeah, fucking boo him now, mate. Well done, mate.
And here's one. This is from Gemma. What's black and sits at the top of the stairs? Stephen Hawking after a house fire.
I think we found the tone of the room.
Yes.
Perhaps you should read out DJ and Kate.
Repeat that, please.
No, shh.
This is Snaz. I took the shell off a snail to see if it would go faster. It made it sluggish. Well done, Snaz.
What do you call, this is from Sean, what do you call a rabbit with a bent dick? Fuck's funny. Not bad. Not bad. Certainly not poor. I saw a sign yesterday that made me piss myself. It said toilets closed.
A lad comes home with a big smile on his face. His dad asks, why are you so happy? He says, I shagged the bird next door. His dad says to him, I hope you were wearing something. And he said, yes, a balaclava.
People are monsters. What's the matter with you? I know, oh my god, I don't know why I put this in. I know the Japanese like extreme game shows, but I think they've taken the latest version of Total Wipeout a bit too far.
And if you thought that was bad,
20,000 dead.
this one, I just opened a cafe in Japan. It started off a bit shaky, but the customers are now drifting in.
And the final two, what's the difference between What's the difference between a magician's wand and a policeman's stun gun? One is for cutting stunts, the other... Childish.
This is the last one, thank fuck. What's black and slides down Nelson's column? Winnie Mandela. I didn't write it.
I think the one that got the biggest laugh was Jem over there, so I think we should give her a round of applause.
But she won a prize. What she won?
I'll buy you a bottle of wine, sweetheart. How's that sound? Is that okay? So thank you very much indeed for that. We're now going to introduce our headline act. So he's come all the way from Stockport this evening. All free of charge, just to do this gig on a Friday night. So give it up for that man. What a guy! Come on, first of all. Let's pay attention. He's a very, very funny man. I saw him a couple of weeks ago. He's absolutely brilliant. His name is James Beck. Give it up, guys. James Beck, everybody. Come on. Come on.